Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
It's the MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far. Tune in quick, cause you might just miss the best show this side of the city. It's the MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far. Just miss the best show this side of the city. It's the MacMan Morning Show. It's the MacMan Morning Show. It's the MacMan Morning Show. It's the MacMan Morning Show.
Wow, and wow. Let me tell you this. It's a shellacking, folks. It's a complete shellacking. We're here live on the air on the MacMan Morning Show, Mac Media 3 Productions. Well, we're here for the election results. We are here live and direct. I told y'all I was coming on. I didn't know I was going to come on this early, but I'm here. I've been looking at the, let me see. I've been looking at the results, folks. Let me see. And I think with 47.79% of the vote that has been gathered so far, I think Clean House really did clean house. If these predictions are right, Jason House will be the Democratic nominee for It's going to be Democratic nominee for uh, Thornton Township. Not Thornton, but for Dolton. Forget. I'm so excited that this is a night that we've been waiting for. I'm live on the air right now. I'm trying to get everything set up. Good evening to everyone that has shared with us. We're still dealing with those StreamYard issues. They won't give us the right count, but tonight is a special night because we've been waiting for this election or this particular race to happen. And from what we see right now, of course, we're looking at little less than 40-something% of the vote. Let me see if I can get this going. Good evening to everybody. Good evening, Tiffany. How are you? I got Tiffany. I want you to come up. I'm going to put in the chat. I'm going to put it in. All right, this is James Mack. I'm here on air. I hope you all see what's going on. Tiffany, if you can get in the chat, you'll see a link. Hit that link if you'd like to come in. I'd love to have you as my guest tonight. What would it be? It would be real fitting to have you. Welcome, Tiffany, to the MacMan After Hours. We're here. They cleaning house, folks. I'm just here to tell you they're cleaning house. Jason House and his crew have cleaned the house. Now you can take your camera off if you want to, if that'll make. I'm not here. I'm looking a hot mess though, but I'm hollering and screaming. I'm gonna put you up. You want me to put? Do you want me to put you? Hey, Tiffany, how are you?
I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm good. I want you to look. Do you see the? I got some results up there. Wait a minute. Let me move them around a little bit here. And see what we can do. Hold on a second, ma'am. Hold on. All right. I'm trying to see because Tiffany's getting whooped tonight for some reason. She is. It's really terrible. Let me see if I can redo this. Let me do this again. Hold on one second. Tiffany is here. She's the owner, the wonderful owner of St. Patrick's. We're going there. Now they talk about coming up there for the celebration, and we're going to support our sister. Wait a minute. I'm trying to do something. Hold on. Stand by for 1 second. I'm trying to do something. Did I take you out? I took you out. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to let me see if I can get this right. Let me look at this. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, let me see if I can maneuver this thing around a little bit. All right. Now, I want to look at the numbers right quick. Welcome to everybody that has come and on your way. I know I heard from many of you. I know everybody has got a piece of this, but it's not bittersweet. I said victory was coming, but I had no idea that Jason House and his crew were going to, I don't know what you want to call it, but we'll call it for what it is. Wait a minute. I got the results up now. Let me refresh it. And we're going to go back to, oh my goodness.
The landslide.
3,000. Do you see that? Now she did say a landslide. Didn't she say landslide?
She did say it.
She said she was going to run in a landslide. Right now, folks, if you're looking at what I'm looking at and can see, if I got this up right, that is what you see. What you see is what you get. If all indications are right, Tiffany's through. She was through on early voting day. And I want to give these numbers out because I mean, 3,896 for nominee House. I can't call them Mary Leck yet, but 9 times out of 10 in that area, you're going to be the nominee. And 536 for the super mayor, and her landslide is look like it's slipping. What do you say about that, Miss Tiffany?
I love it, and I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
Okay.
And one thing she was right about is a landslide.
It definitely is. I mean, I sat here and and when I got the numbers, I was a little surprised because I didn't think that they were going. I knew that they had early voting numbers already, and I was just shocked at this. They say that people were voting, and rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to. My hats off to everybody in Clean House 2025. And let me at least let my audience know, this is our new friend. She owns St. Patrick's. Now I ain't gonna show you what was at the bottom of that sign. I ain't gonna do that, but I'm just gonna just say, if you want to go let me tell you something. The South Suburbs is about to come up. All of you all that remember the places that we used to go, or y'all used to go, brothers and sisters of mine used to go to the Copper Box, to the 69 Club. Don't get nervous. That's what it was called first, over on Halsted and 118th Street. That's where it was. I mean, you talking about classy joint. It was nice, the Rolls and all those places. Well, folks, we have somewhere where grown folks can go, and that is St. Patrick's. Y'all listen, let me tell you something. It is immaculate. We're going to have Tiffany's going to be on Friday. She's going to be on. We're going to talk all about it. But tonight, the shellacking has begun. And what I see, wait a minute, let me hit this thing one more time, Tiffany. Oh my God. Nothing has changed.
Mm-mm.
Woo!
Mm-mm.
All 17 precincts have reported, and Tiffany has lost that seat. According to the Cook County election results that I have here, Tiffany was going to lose that job anyway. I have no sympathy, and I don't have any. She lied all the way up until the very last minute, and we just got a little update. It was just a couple of votes shy, but they're saying that all 100% of the vote is in, and it's they almost got 4,000 votes, and she got a little bit, about 550. What a horrible way. But let me give you another update. Allison Key, she keeps her job as the wonderful clerk. Kiana Belcher, my friend, Brittany Norwood, and guess what? Ed Steve beat her. Oh, when they were
Nice.
talking in the meeting and they were saying, hit the road, Jack, or what?
Yep.
Nah, nah, nah. Hey, hey, I like hit the road, Jack. I like me some Ray Charles. I'm a jazz man. And hey, look, I mean, Tiffany, let me say this with everything that you went to. I want to bring our audience up to speed. Uh, St. Patrick's was the building that was it was the building that was being built, and it had and Tiffany and her crew said that it had all kind. Miss Wilson's here. Why don't you come on in, Miss Wilson? I want you. Cara Wilson is here, and there's the link, Miss Wilson. If you want to come in, I need you in on this because it was because of your loving daughter being unalived by that police. Oh, well, we got a little. I want you to come on. There's the link. Go in the chat, hit that link, and come on up. I'd love that on this night. I'd love to have, of course, of every night I would. I'd love to have you all. I have Miss Tiffany's here. Kamara, I say it right.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I told you.
Yes,
I
you
told him
did.
the Mac Man. That's right, the Mac Man. That's right. Miss Kamara's here. The real Tiffany is here. I
The
want you to
real
come on
Tiffany.
up. Yeah, Miss Wilson. Mrs. Wilson, come on up. I want you to come on in. I got the link is showing on the screen and it's in the chat. Come on in. But now I have Tiffany. The real original Tiffany is here. Her name is not Kamal or what that man name is. Y'all know them. That ain't what. Don't go there. That's her name. Her name is Kamara. Kamara. There's a difference because Kamara's got a new Tamara because she got the Wicked Witch.
Out the way.
Dalton is out the way. I'm looking at this here. Let me hit this button one more time to get the final results. And they still where they are. 4,446 ballots were cast. Its turnout was about 26% out of the 16th. But listen, look at what they did. They whopped her. Jason House and Clean House 2025. Y'all whooped this woman so bad. And her cohorts. And I know William Moore, he praying now. He's going to revival tonight. They got revival starts on Tuesday, or usually is it Wednesday? They had them 3-day revivals. Miss Wilson is here. We got Miss Cara Wilson. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to bring you up. I got Cara Wilson. I got Tiffany, Kamara. Oh, look out now. I got all of y'all K's and C's. Mrs. Wilson, welcome to the Mag Man in the evening. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Okay, listen. Okay, I wanted to bring our audience, and they're going to be doing the replay. People are trying to get home, even here in our region, because this is real important. I don't know if you can see the screen. If you can, you see the whooping that she just got. All of
Oh
the votes are
man.
in, folks. All of the votes are in. It's on the screen. I learned how to do my little thing here. They say if you're going to be a professional, you got to learn how to split the screen and all those other things. But it was big. I say this is me, Mrs. Wilson, and Tiffany. You hold on. What you can join in a couple seconds with us. You right here.
Sure.
It was because I say it was because of your loving daughter and the situation that happened to her. I think really sparked what would already be a incident or a situation where she needed to go, especially about what she said. Mrs. Wilson, you got a call this morning, and I want you to tell our audience, and most people have already heard, but they ain't heard it from you. I want them to hear this from you. Can you go and delve into, as we still looking at these, well, she's still, we ain't worried about her.
Yeah, yeah, she
Tell us
gone.
about what happened this morning, Mrs. Wilson. Go ahead, please.
I woke up to several phone calls, and typically I keep my phone on silent until a certain time of the morning. So I saw people were calling, but I really just assumed it had something to do with the fact that today was election day. Um, or the primary. So I ignored a lot of the calls until I started seeing family calling. And then I picked up the phone and I was given the news, or actually, it was in a text. I saw a text that had a somebody's Jedediah's post about the officer that was involved in my daughter's killing. And please don't mistake, he was not the killer, he was the puncher. He was the one that escalated the situation. He has also. Um, he actually directly killed three others prior to the incident where he punched her in her face with the mag light. Um, but I received a message this morning that he was in a head-on collision with a semi.
Hmm. Yeah, we got that. I got a after I looked into things, and after I got your message this morning, I don't rejoice. I do give God praise because you've been screaming for justice for your child. I got that man picture on there, and I'm just letting you see he's standing there like super cop. I'm gonna take him off because I don't. I'm gonna put St. Patrick's back up here because I'm in a happy mood.
Hmm.
Uh, Mrs. Wilson, I cannot imagine. I don't know if I will ever go through the pain and the heartache of losing a child. I don't have children. Not saying I couldn't have any, but I'm just saying I don't have children. My mom, I lost brothers and sisters and things like this. But this situation about your dear daughter shocked the nation, and it shocked me. Tell us a little bit about your baby.
Alexis was, she was funny. She was creative. Um, she loved her little brother, to the ends of this earth. She was 11 years older than him and more like a mother than a sister. Um, she loved cheerleading. She loved cutting up her own clothes and creating, or cutting up our clothes rather, and creating outfits for herself out of them. She was just an awesome spirit. She babysat every child that we had in the family. People trusted her so much because she worked so well with her brother. Um, she was an awesome kid. She was about to start on a whole lot of new things that she was working on. She just finished getting her license to be a lash tech, and getting ready to open her business. She had started taking RBT courses, and this is what you need to work for me, in my facility. I run an autism therapy center, and so
Okay.
she was working on getting that because at some point she was going to succeed me as the CEO, as well as her brother's caretaker. So that it shook my world. She was an awesome kid. She's a typical teenager. I won't say that she was, perfect in no manner. She's the attitudinal teenager, you know, like they all are.
Yeah.
Uh, but nothing. I really never had any huge incidents with Lexi. Nothing more than, maybe a fight at school once. But
Yeah, we all
nothing
fought at
major.
school.
You
Yeah,
know.
we all fought. Yeah. Wow. That night, I hate to say anything, but because of that particular night, we celebrate with the citizens of Dalton and
Absolutely.
all of those people that have came out to uh, cast their votes. The weather was really nice today, all over the
It was a
country, but
beautiful day.
then,
It really was.
but and a beautiful day for news such as that. Everybody has to give an account for what they do, but this person seemed like he was so lawless and so, I call it evil,
You
part of the
know,
evil cabal.
I
Hmm.
listened to
Go.
his deposition when he had to do his deposition about the incident with my daughter. One,
Hmm.
Jesus, they lied. Oh my God, did they lie? They lied so
Wow.
bad. Just reading it and knowing that what I'm reading does not match the video that we're watching.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
but they're allowed. They get away with that stuff. But he literally
Wow.
talked about his past victims, including my daughter, like they were nothing.
Yes.
He had no empathy, no sympathy. He didn't even remember the name of the men that he had killed prior to her. And in one instance, he killed two people within 4 months of each other. you know. Now, I just his first mindset was to kill. It, and those are just the ones that died. If you talk to one of the activists that I work with, Camilla Williams, she'll tell you those are just the ones he killed because he's shot and beat plenty others.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
We only
I
know
mean,
about those that didn't
wow.
survive.
Wow. It is heartbreaking to hear. Um, it's just heartbreaking to hear that this young woman with such promise and such and your baby just to see that and my mother would always say, please, I want my children to bury me. I don't want to bury my children.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And every time she say that, it just I love her. You gonna but she's 92, so I praise God for her being here. But then something, the black woman goes through so much. I got to say this: people have walked, beat, talked about, scandalized, drug sisters. All I'm talking about the sisters, drug them all through the mud. And look at what you have to go to work, got to do this, got to do that, and for you to how tell us how you keep it all together,
I
please.
didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I spent 3 years in a dark bedroom. My son missed all of third grade. Um, and when he did go to fourth grade, it's literally I would send him out the door for the bus and then go back to bed. I almost lost everything. I lost one business. I almost lost my house. Um, I literally have got out the bed last April. It hasn't even been a whole year yet. And when I say get out the bed, I mean like actually got back to doing things productive, going back to work, going back to finishing studying for the license that I was working on when Alexis was killed. Um, just trying to get back some type of a semblance, some type of semblance of my life. And so, that's really, there has been no, how do you keep it together? I wasn't.
Wow.
At this point in time is I stay so busy. Uh,
Yes.
I'm supposed to be studying now. I really, but this whole thing with Perez this morning has me shocked, and I can't even focus enough to study right now.
Wow.
And the election. So like my emotions in my mind are everywhere.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
but I got it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I told a friend earlier, I was tough as nails before they killed my daughter. Now I'm strong as steel. There's nothing in this world
Wow.
that can hurt me other than losing another child. So nothing nobody says or does. And yes, they are dragging me through the mud today, like I was the one that killed the man. Okay.
No, you didn't know. Anybody that has, let me say this, and I will say, as a new friend, someone that uh, you have welcomed into your circle, just as Miss Tiffany has. I will do my very best to continue to keep her name out there. And we will continue to say it because this injustice is going on all over the country.
It really is.
And we have to band together and get closer together as a people, which brings me to your sister over here, Miss Tiffany. Tiffany, Miss Wilson
Yes.
had that tragedy,
Yes.
and with the tragedy that she had, and even the tragedy in business that you have,
Mhm.
the common denominator is the leadership of I'll say was now, the leadership of that lady's administration and the horrible things that she said about Miss Wilson's child and the incident. Then we go down the street and over where you are, and Tiffany tries to squeeze uh, water out of a rock, even
Okay,
though
so
you
she's
all.
I'm sorry. So she's the
Go ahead.
owner of St. Patrick's.
Yes,
She
yes, I
is.
am.
She is.
I
Introduce yourselves, lady.
right. I
That's
was
the real Tiffany,
yeah, this
and
real
that's Miss
Tiffany.
Cara.
Right.
That's the real Tiffany.
I was
Go
How
waiting
are
to
ahead.
say
you?
something to Miss
Go
Wilson.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can. You
So
got the floor.
yeah, so we never met. I've heard about you, heard nothing but good things about you. I heard the story when it first happened. I've been following you ever since. My condolences go out to you and your family, and I know it's never over. So I pray for your healing, for you and your family. I could never imagine, don't want to imagine. I have 3 kids, and my youngest is 24.
Yeah,
So my
yeah.
heart goes out. I can
And
never
she would be
imagine.
that now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine. My heart goes out. If there's anything I can ever do, I'm only a phone call away. Down the street is I am not hard to reach. Me and my husband are an open book. So anything
Awesome.
that we can do, we will do.
And I can't wait till you get your place open
Me
because
either, but
Wow.
now that she
Wow.
out, it might
you
be
you're
easier.
Yeah, I think you go.
actually
I think you
you're
get that
actually
other
right
license.
around the corner from
Yes.
my dad's family. We grew up out there as well. I mainly in Indiana, but we grew up right there on Sunset.
Okay.
So that's about 3 blocks away from St. Patrick's.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and also, I don't know if he knows, but St. Patrick's is actually down the street from where my daughter was murdered.
Not
Oh
not
my.
yet. Not too far. Yeah.
But you know something? I want to add something, ladies. I want to put this out there. I want to add this. Look at the relationships that are being forged. Now, one thing I can say, I hope that those of you that are out there listening, and even in the bushes, I got a lot of people in the bushes. Don't worry about the count; they get it wrong. Uh,
Well, that's
to
that's
see
that's
the
that's expected. Yeah, that's
that
expected.
is the relationship that I try to forge with people is this: what can I do to help? What can I do with this platform?
Mhm.
See, I'm a real reporter. I'm a real broadcaster. This is what I do. I'm not out there for the clicks and the views, information and inspiration. That's all that I have to give. But I'm looking and listening to the these two wonderful ladies that have come mothers, that have come black women
That's
that are
right.
doing their thing and helping the community and helping the tax base and helping bring awareness. And Mrs. Wilson has been there for everybody in tragedy. I've seen her on the news. I've seen you, Tiffany, how you had to go from the courthouse and deal with that crazy person and her cast of characters just to get your business. You sacrifice your treasure,
I do.
your 401ks and all them retirement, all those things. Mrs. Wilson, you had to keep going to work, punch the clock, go do. You still had to live. That's
Yeah.
the
Well,
strength. That's the real.
fortunately, look,
Mhm.
fortunately for me during this time, because I am
Yes.
CEO of my company, I had a
Mhm.
team. I didn't have to show up,
Yeah,
but
but you still had to go to work. You had to go
that
to work. You had to pull it together. You had to take care of your
oh yeah,
team. You had
yeah,
to take care of your
yeah,
children
yeah.
and so forth. Same thing with Tiffany. You had to go home, be a wife, all those things,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
still deal with people laughing at you. Tiffany probably driving by laughing at you. She probably
Doing
bust a door.
videos.
You're
Yeah.
doing your video and talking about you today. All of that. You ain't even bothered the woman. I ain't even heard you, Mrs. Wilson, go after her. I know you wanted to choke the life out of her, but I thank God you didn't. I had bail. We raised the bail money. We get you out. Ain't no problem. And I don't even think they want to bother you. But then you think about that, the expense of replace that glass is expensive. Your expenses are there. You trying to bring this community up, and here this greedy person comes in and try to destroy not just your life, Tiffany, but try to destroy Mrs. Wilson's life and family too
And
with her
families.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Literally doing
Yeah,
this. Now,
yeah.
tonight, I'm going back to what I got to go back to. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Y'all see these numbers? Let me say something about these numbers. Kiana Belcher, 3,414 votes. Brittany Norwood, 3,554 votes. Ed Steve, oh Ed, the cameraman, he need to get out of the way. I'm the media man around here, but that's my buddy.
Nice.
3,335 votes. Let me tell you this. Tamika Hughes, who was her clerk running mate, had 871 votes. Miss Allison Keys put her under the ground and some with 3,490 votes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Hughes got more votes than Tiffany. Jason House, he's a gentleman. He's like me. He cool, laid back. He a gentleman. You know, I get a little loud when people get on my nerves and bother me and stuff. But Jason Cool Self slid his way in there with 3,896 votes. He
Mm.
whooped. He whooped this woman. He whooped Kamal. He whooped Mr. Moore. He whooped
Got to
all
do
that
it.
whole cabinet that she got. All the ones that left and ran, ducktailed and ran. Yeah, oh, don't
Hmm.
tell me that justice is going to get them. The police department, y'all going to have to give it up. Ain't gonna be no more Lacey and ain't gonna be no more Freeman and all them other jokers. And they get rid of that. And the paddy wagon is coming for her. I just had to say that because I'm
Absolutely.
outside of her.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I get an interview here and there, and people come and this and that. And I've got great friendships, especially Sherry Hatchett
Hmm.
Britton.
That's
I'm gonna say it
that's
Yes.
again,
my
Sherry. I know
girl.
you working and you out there, sister. Sherry Hatchett Britton stayed focused, stayed on top
Oh
of
yeah,
things,
she was one
and
of the
was
first
the
people I met.
She
and
did.
was the conscious. She introduced me to the real Tiffany. She said, "James, you ain't met the real Tiffany yet."
The
I
real
said, "Let me
Tiffany,
go see
okay?
what you talking about." He said, "Go on and find her." I had to hunt. I found her, and she responded. Ms. Wilson the same way. I said, "Look, I want Carl Wilson on my show." She said, "No months." She said, "No, I'm not doing." I said, "Come on now, Sherry, I got to have on." "No, I ain't doing it." I said, "Come on now, I'm a reporter. I don't care who you are. I'm your friend." Then I'm sure saying no because my job, this is her words, is to protect my friend.
That's right.
I know that's
Now,
right.
Sherry, I know you heard me. I know you heard me. I know she listened to eavesdropping, you know. And then she told me about St. Patrick's. I say, now look, this lady, I don't know if because they had it out like you guys were buddies during the groundbreaking. That old skinny man
Absolutely.
walking around. Y'all know who that old thing is. He walking around there looking like a muskrat for real. He but and sitting around there looking. I know he's sick right about now. Dog, you can't go home, bro, cause there ain't nothing there for you.
Ain't nothing
Cause
happened.
you over there with Tiffany riding around, all that old stuff, all that about to say. We gonna find out who got how you got your cars.
Yep.
You switched up on us, brother. You switched up on. Maybe we switch your car. They don't know which one we're in. We know you got the white one.
Right.
But then you think about the millions and the millions and the people that have suffered. If Dalton didn't speak now,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. All of the precincts have reported. Everything is over. It is over 400,
Absolutely.
4,446 votes was cast. Out of that 4,000 votes, everybody else got the twos and throos. But the Clean House 2025 took a bulldozer and everything and knocked it down and cleaned it all. And they put new tile down and new concrete. And
That's
now
right.
the building is going to be built.
Yep.
Now the legacy began. Now the work begins.
Absolutely.
And come on, ladies, y'all tell me about. I want you, Tiffany, to tell me from your heart. I got you, Miss Wilson. Just stay right there with me. Tell me, you know, how do you not how do you feel, but I know it's like a dream. Like, man, I'd have been through all this, all the expense, because your lawyers cost you your time and effort. You away from your
Yeah.
place and everything. How do
Yeah.
you feel right now? We talking about
I feel
she got hooked. Jesus, go
well.
ahead.
I mean, it's not a shocker. Okay, we just need to see it in real time. It was a landslide, all right. But this just what one thing she did do is she brought Dalton together. She
Yes, she
brought the light
did.
on to Dalton. So that's one thing she did do. So you'll be surprised. Now, House got work ahead of him, which I'm sure he can handle. But the eyes are on Dalton. People are going to revive Dalton. Businesses are going to come back. The police department will be revitalized. So all of this can revitalize the village as a whole, with as far as residents go and businesses go, because not only me, she has ruined businesses before me. So we need to help each other, residents, business owners. One thing I'm hoping that us putting that building there can initiate more businesses to come back into Dalton. Because a lot of businesses or people were scared because they didn't want to be bothered with her in the being a mayor. Now that she's
Right.
gone, I'm pretty sure businesses are going to come back and
Right.
revitalize Dalton. And that's the goal. We had to get the rotten egg out first for this to happen. But
Right.
like I said, what she did do was she underestimated the residents of Dalton. That's what she did.
Wow. She sure did
She
because
underestimated.
and got whooped on. Come on, Miss Wilson.
Exactly.
You got. I know you got some. Come on with it, sister.
Absolutely. I mean, if it weren't for her loud mouth,
Yeah.
we nobody would have been listening still to what happened to my daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know because like I said, and oh my god, all the fake news she talked about, and she buried my daughter in fake news, just
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
buried that child in fake news,
Yeah.
and then want to turn around and holler fake news. Well, you're the queen of it, and she deserved it. But they
Absolutely.
weren't
Yeah.
lying on her. She kept
Absolutely.
hollering quick bait, clickbait. That became a recent problem. That had not even been a problem. The only
Wow.
thing that you were hearing up until that point, up until recently, when people started jumping on the bandwagon, um, was truth.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
getting truth,
You know, the
Yeah.
and
whole
that came through Sherry and Dr. Nikita, and
yeah.
the residents that decided to come to YouTube
That's
for
right.
the attention that the local media was not giving them.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Wow.
by doing that, so many other things were found out that people had known. When I came and I spoke and talked about her mugshot, people were looking at me all doe-eyed. They had no
Hmm.
idea she had a mugshot.
Hmm.
That's right.
um
Well, I'm looking at right now. I got a live of. Let me see if I can put this up. Let me get this out of the way right quick. Boom. All right. I'm going to try to do something real quick. They're celebrating. I think they got some cups over there, and I'm trying to get this shot up for everybody. Wait a minute. Here we go. Split the screen. I'm learning, y'all. Ooh, don't you know I'm the Mac man, baby. I can get it done. Wait a minute. Here it is right here. Wait, boom. All right. Let me do this. I want you all to look. I have silenced it. These are the people that are wait
at
a
the
minute.
after
Okay,
party.
they're at they boogie woogie and see, but they ain't got nothing on April. Wait until I get there in April. I'm coming to. I know they gonna boogie woogie for real. I know they coming to St. Pat's. So Miss Wilson, get your best dress on. I know the host is gonna look good, and all of y'all get ready for the victory celebration. And it's victory now. I'm pretty sure that Clean House 2025 uh,
Is
is
the future.
successful. If I know politics as I do in that area, as you all see, I got it on the screen there. They're partying. Well, let's look at them for a little while as we look and as we talk. Um, when you said businesses, Mrs. Wilson, you said businesses are going to come. I heard so many good things about seeing a new business show up in in Dalton like it did. The building is so elegant and it's so nice, and I'm sure Mrs. Wilson, you can attest to this by being in the area and seeing. I haven't physically laid eyes on it, but what I've saw, I am so impressed, and I'm just ready. Mrs. Wilson, I mean, Miss Tiffany, tell us about this wonderful opportunity that God gave you and your husband. What did you all set out to do? All of my friends are there. Look at all these people there. They go, Dr. Nikita, that's my buddy too. She give me a hard time. Go ahead, Miss Tiffany. Tell us about this great and wonderful place and how y'all came to even want to do this.
So it all started was we didn't want to pay rent anymore. We wanted to own. And not to go through the whole thing. I know I'll be on with you on Friday, but we wanted to give Dalton, our community, something that we never had, that we don't have to go downtown for or to High Park for, which is an elegant spot for 30, 35 and over to come in, enjoy themselves, feel safe, um, and have that same type of elegance and atmosphere as if you were downtown. That's what we wanted to bring to Dalton. So now it's we have an event space in there. We have a an restaurant. We're gonna have when we have a rooftop as well. When you get on the rooftop, you can see the skyline from downtown. There's
Boy, you know
nothing.
that's beautiful. That's
Yes,
beautiful. Keep
I
going.
mean,
Go ahead. I'm just
right.
talking.
But as we kept going and kept building, where can you find any of this in the south suburbs at all? Matter of fact, where can you find any of this in our neighborhoods? And feel safe.
Wow.
It's nowhere we can go, and we want to maintain that image, that morale, that people of our
Mhm.
age, and I say our age like we old, right? But
Well, now we ain't old.
maturity,
We just
maturity,
mature.
right? That mature where we can have a good time, because I don't want the riffraff in there. I don't want the pants sagging. You have to come in there, look right, and be presentable. As they always say, all money ain't good money.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
So this is the
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere that we want. This is the atmosphere that we want to come in there, and hopefully other businesses will follow when they come in and try to buy land and revitalize Dalton. And not only that, it's too many vacant homes. You have these businesses that are boarded up, that they're open, but they look raggedy. You have to start there and make the neighborhood and the village look like we care. And that's one of the issues. Even if you're a business owner, make them business owners fix that door, fix that window, you know, because it makes the neighborhood go down too. So
Yes.
all
Yes.
Yeah,
of
it
this is
does.
a community effort where we have to keep it up. You can't go to Orland and have a gas station over there that's boarded up for years.
No,
They're
it's
gonna be
big
like,
out there
Mm-hmm.
struggling.
exactly. But we have to have that same mentality. So that's the thing. So that's why we said we're gonna stay here in hopes that we can help rebuild or start something new. Not even so much rebuild from the start, but start something where new
Yes.
businesses will come in. Because we have to care
Yes.
about each other. If we don't care about each other, who will?
Come on,
Exactly.
Mrs. Wilson. You got to throw in
Exactly.
on this too now. Come on.
No, I totally agree with her. I but I don't own a business in Dalton. And at this point, just because it is what it is, until they get rid of that cop and they, do something, I'm not even interested in going that way right now.
Mhm.
You know.
Well, I wanted to say this too. I had a discussion. You don't mind me putting your picture up? Miss. I got Mrs. Wilson. That's Mrs. Wilson. You all. I just so that I know y'all know her, but I had to put her up there. And right below her, there go Miss the original Tiffany. That's her name from now on. She's the original Tiffany. Mrs.
Okay.
Wilson. Even though you're a business owner, still, you still
Mhm.
have to live and do that you must do. Um, do you think that with unity together, I think that you and Tiffany and others like you. I mean, I'm just saying I see great things that are coming, and I see great relationships that are coming. What is it? What is your desire moving forward, because you can move forward now, and I really believe you really can move forward now in doing some things. Is there anything that you're going to plan an annual event or something like that, that people can always be aware, not just of your wonderful child, but others that have been through what you've been through?
Currently, I do her butterfly release annually. And this last October, around her birthday, we did a town hall meeting at Prairie State College where Katie Wright, the mother of Dante Wright, attended. Selwyn Jones, the uncle of George Floyd, spoke. Um, oh gosh, Magnolia Carter is the cousin of Emmett Till, was in attendance. I've met with Sonia Massey's dad, so we've talked about doing this annually, and it was just it basically it was about police accountability and
Yes.
oversight, especially in the south suburbs, because there is none. Um, so we oh yeah, there were I'm forgetting other parents were there. The mother of
Please
Audrey
do.
Pleasant.
Wow.
What was the other mother? Her son was going to be a speech pathologist. Uh, oh, and one I forgot one of these colleges downstate, and they found him in
Hmm.
a river in a
Oh
sundown club,
my. Oh
and
my.
I cannot call his name right now, and it's so close to the
Wow.
tip of my tongue. But yeah, we all got together and we did that. I went to visit Oscar Grant's family in Oakland. He gave a huge event, and I met a lot of the
Hmm.
moms that I do Christmas boxes for. I don't know if I've even mentioned that.
Well, we're gonna
I
mention
send
those
Christmas
because I got you.
boxes.
I got you. I got you. I got. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm your partner
Yes.
now. I got you. Well, you give me some pictures and I know what to do. But you know, Sandra Bland was a niece of a dear friend of mine. I didn't know, and I know you all have heard about the situation that happened
Oh
to her.
yes.
These young women, especially it happened in Texas, and it just bring a haunting. It was just haunting, blood curdling, haunting of now we have to have these discussions with our sons and daughters, my nephews and nieces and cousins that are not aware of what's really going on. And they take it for granted, ladies, that we not too long ago weren't afforded the opportunity. You building, Mrs. Tiffany, building, you and your husband building the black people doing that at that scale and really truly at that scale, you wouldn't have gotten a
Beautiful.
permit from them white folks. Okay.
Exactly.
Yep.
And here
Exactly.
we are now. We got people that look like us. You say, okay, hey, thank you for what you're doing. Here's a token of appreciation to help. Now, listen, let me explain something. She was the mayor. Now listen, the mayor got power. If she ain't got power, we 4 years of this here that's going on, and you couldn't stop her from doing what.
And
So she had power. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I heard something. And she has the power. Hey, I got the power. I'm the Superman. Woo-doo-doo. And you know, okay, I don't want to brush up against her where she put the folks on me, and somebody throw some trash or something around, and they give me a ticket. At least I
Hmm.
got a courtesy respect for the mayor as a business person to support her because she supported in the long run. They say that Tiffany was a pretty decent person before all this foolishness had started happening. She got the credit cards and the bank book. So, Miss Tiffany, you know, give us some insight on how you feel and where do you think things are going to go, if that's the right question. And I told everybody your name is Kamara, not
Yes.
Kamara, and it's not Kamal. They better not ever call you Kamal
No,
ever.
they better not
My
ever.
Go ahead,
granddaughter
go
is
ahead,
Laura.
go ahead.
If you guys
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
mind for a second, I need to jump off. I got to get things ready for my
Okay,
son and for tomorrow.
is that you?
But
Okay, Mrs. Wilson.
we will definitely talk again, sir.
You are a friend of me, mine, and a friend of this show. You got you a new buddy by the name of the real Tiffany. She's your new friend,
And
and
definitely
y'all
put
gonna
us in
get together.
contact.
Yes. Yes,
I
Miss
got you
Wilson.
covered.
You can go on.
Yeah, text me her phone number and give her mine.
I
Absolutely.
got you covered on that. That's Miss Carl Wilson, who is a friend of our show, dear friend of our show, and has just supported us. I still got the real Tiffany here with me, and Tiffany, and thank you, Miss Wilson. At the last minute, I grabbed her, and I'm not going to keep you long because I think that everybody's celebrating and doing what they do. I'm
Absolutely.
grateful for you. I'm grateful for you coming on. I told people I wasn't going to play a commercial or I wasn't going to put nothing out there. Even though let me explain something to the audience. I don't know how the monetizing thing go. Do we need assistance? Sure we do. You feel free. I can't tell you what to do. I just say, hey, if you want to bless us, bless us. If not, we still bless. Now I got that out
Amen.
of the way. St. Patrick's is what was I going to ask you? Is there a tentative date that you're looking at to have like a cutting or ribbon cutting or a dedication?
The first week of April, that's what we're shooting for now.
Okay, don't forget to send me an invitation because
You
I'll
know I
bring my crew.
will. That's
You
right.
know, I gotta cut. I like scotch, so you know I gotta give me some scotch. But anyway, I
We
wanted
got you
to.
covered. Hmm.
Okay, I wanted to say to you, first of all, thank you for forging the relationship with us. I'm working on something for you that I believe that you're really going to like. Listen, I want you all to, those are my friends in Northwest Indiana, all in Chicago, all up in Bolingbrook, y'all, we got somewhere we can party too. And I guarantee you, you're going to be fine. Ain't going to be no jive there because the Mag Man is coming with his crew too. We ain't going to let y'all do nothing up in
That's
there. But
right.
but she's got great security. It's a great, nice. You ain't seen nothing yet. Tune in on Friday. I'm going to have the real Tiffany on. Boy, by that time, I done found me some scotch because I'm celebrating with the
We
people
all gonna
of your
celebrate.
community. Yeah, we are going to celebrate. I want you to have. Some final words that I'm not going to stay long, but I want you to have the last and final word on this, what I consider my contribution to the people of the great and for everybody. Please support the other real content creators that are not with this foolishness, and y'all reach out and watch the coverage because it's going to be going on all night. Come on and give me your last words or some parting words. I'll put it that way, parting.
So the first thing I want to say, I want to thank you for reaching out and having me on your show and exposing me in all ways to bring this to light. But my last words will be as far as what's happening this evening is God's will, God's way. And that's all I can say, and that's all that we need. And have faith. Then and that's what happened. And that's what happened. So it's God's will.
Yes, it is. Well, let me just go over a little bit more of what we had tonight. Uh, wow, folks, the newspaper's gonna sell everything. They gonna say, man, it
Come
was.
on in.
I just got to sit here because I know, as a kid, my mama had a heavy hand, right? And my baby brother never got a whooping, never. He'll call Jesus and she'll stop, right? So I said, I'm gonna try it. Lord God, I called Jesus, the Lord, the Holy Ghost, and everything. She got worse. She said, "You're the oldest, so you're gonna get it the worst." I want to say this to you, big sister. You carry a lot on your shoulders. God has given you and your wonderful husband the opportunity to see your vision.
That's right.
And I want to say, as your brother, your baby brother, I'll be the little brother. I'm your little brother. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you and your wonderful husband, my brother, for picking and helping and putting uh, the defibrillator on Dalton business wise. You will always have a friend. You ain't got to ever worry about no advertising with me. I'm going to make sure you out there because you know something. I believe that if you do something from the heart, God will bless. I ain't looking for nothing. I just want people to be treated fair. I want people to enjoy their life and doing what they do. And I want to thank you once again. Listen, this is a Mac Man Morning Show special. This is Mac Man After Dark. I don't know. I might have to give me a night show or something with all this going on around here. I get up early in the morning, but Mrs. Tiffany Kamara, thank you
Thank
for
you.
being nice. And I'll see you. She's gonna be on Friday. Now y'all watch out for the ads and the press is gonna be put down. And hopefully she might even bring her husband in on the
I
deal.
know, right?
I love to meet with. Hey, yeah, bring my man on. I gotta have my man on. That's right.
That's right.
And we're gonna come on. And I want to thank you for being here. Listen, this is the Mac Man Morning Show special, Mac Media 3 Productions. It's a Mac Media Productions presentation, special presentation of the shellacking. Jesus, somebody got whooped all upside the head. They done ran them to Mexico. They done something to them, or whatever the case may be. My wonderful guest was Carl Wilson, wonderful woman, and my very special guest, our dear friend, the proprietor, owner, founder, founded by God. God gave her the business now to make and do what she has to do. Founded by God and co-founded by Kamaras. The Kamaras. What's your husband's name?
Patrick.
Say your husband's name. Patrick. St.
That's
Patrick.
what it
Come
is. That's
on.
right. Uh-huh.
St. Patrick. Hello there, brother
Yes.
St. Patrick. Okay. Well, and you know green beer time is coming. I'm gonna celebrate St. Patrick's Day in in April. I'll be there for the first week. Listen, Tiffany, thank you very much. I'll see you on
All right.
Friday. Listen,
See you
everybody,
Friday.
this is the MacMan after evening after show. We're just glad to be here, and thank you all for tuning in. See you in the morning on the MacMan Morning Show. We're going to be here, and we're going to have a total recap of everything. When I say everything that's been going on, everything that's been going on. Listen, you be good to yourself, love one another. It ain't going to cost you nothing. And victory, clean house. 2025 knocked Tiffany all the way out of the box completely. We'll be here on tomorrow morning on the MacMan Morning Show. Have a great evening.
It's the MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far. Tune in quick, cause you might just miss the best show this side of the set. It's the MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far.